of marauders several years before, an assault the family successfully repelled. Could be, Hickok agreed, glancing down. Embedded in the concrete at his moccasined feet was a thick steel ring. Attached to the ring, coiled in a large pile on the rampart, was a stout rope. "You'll need backup," Ricky contended. "No thanks," Hickok declined. He lifted the rope. At this one point, the barbed wire was deliberately spaced to permit one person to pass over the edge of the rampart. "You don't know who or what is out there," Ricky stated, his tone reflecting his annoyance. "Doesn't matter," Hickok informed him. "It's against standard warrior procedure," Ricky added. Hickok shrugged, peered over the top of the wall, and tossed the rope down the wall. "You're taking a needless risk." Ricky wouldn't let the matter drop. "You could be killed." Hickok paused in the act of climbing over the side. He stared into Ricky's dark eyes. "I don't care, pard. I just don't care." He pushed off. Ricky Tikki-Tavi knelt and watched his friend slowly lower himself to the ground in front of the drawbridge. So, what Blade and Geronimo had said about Hickok was true. With the death of the woman he loved at the hands of the trolls, Hickok was displaying signs of outright recklessness with regard to his personal safety. The family's supreme gunman seemed normal otherwise, but Blade believed Hickok was a simmering volcano, waiting for the right catalyst to trigger an eruption. Ricky vividly recalled the tormented expression on Hickok's face when they had buried the woman. Joan, her name had been, and rumor had it she was Hickok's first true love. Hickok reached the bare earth below the drawbridge and waved once to Ricky before jogging across the field in the direction of the cough. He knew he should present as small a target as possible to potential ambushers, but his suppressed grief negated his extensive warrior training, and he ran upright, exposed, almost hoping he would see the flash of a firearm and feel the impact of a slug ripping through his body. The wind increased, the natural elements working in his favor. The breeze was blowing the sounds he made toward the home and away from whoever was lurking in the forest at the end of the field. A sudden thought brought Hickok up short. What if it were the trolls? Many had escaped, and they'd want revenge on the family. Involuntarily, he gripped his revolvers, his cherished Colt pythons. Someone coughed again. "May the spirits smile on me," Hickok prayed. He lowered his body, running in a half-crouch, moving cautiously now, a grim smile on his face. Whoever was out there was due west, a bit to his right. Please let it be trolls. He owed them. He owed them real bad. Hickok slowed as he neared the trees, listening, his senses primed. The leaves were rustling in the wind, some of the branches creaking and rubbing against one another. Good. Perfect cover. He tensed, expecting a shot, and darted into the woods, stopping behind the first large tree he reached. Surely they'd seen him coming. He leaned against the trunk, waiting. Nothing. What was going on here? The coughing abruptly started up, a veritable spasm, a series of wheezing gasps and choking groans. Sounds like the dude is sick. He estimated the distance at 15 to 20 yards. The brush was thick, providing ample concealment. He lowered his body to the earth and began crawling. A twig snapped behind him. Hickok froze. Blast his stupidity! He should have expected there would be more than one. Had they seen him? "Did you get a fix on that?" a gruff voice whispered. Hickok twisted, craning his neck, confident he was hidden in the tall grass. There were 3 of them, big men, armed with rifles, 2 to his left, 1 to his right, the nearest 10 yards away. "I know I heard it," the second man replied in a hushed voice. Were they talking about him? Hickok wondered. The coughing started up again. "There!" the first man exclaimed. All 3 wore green uniforms. The 3 men stalked their prey, passing Hickok, intent on their target. What the blazes was going on here? They were after the cougher. Why? Who were they? Even in the subdued light, Hickok could see they were well dressed, their clothes appearing new and somehow different from the homemade attire the family wore. Each man held a polished rifle and wore an automatic pistol strapped to his waist. Who are these guys? Hickok asked himself. Only one thing to do. Hickok waited until they were a safe distance ahead, then pursued them, crawling through the grass.